Among all game genres, I believe RPG is something where you experience or simulate your own life, so which means that you should be able to feel a lot of emotions such as sorrow or the pleasure or happiness or the sense of achievement and so forth. So in order to become a great RPG, the game needs to kind of make sure that the players can experience those emotions within the game. So currently we are working really hard to finish or to complete the White Knight Chronicles so that we can make it a great RPG in that sense. Of course, PlayStation 3 is a gaming console whose quality is really excellent. Therefore, it was really tough for us to create data that meets the quality or the capability of the platform or the console. But there's another reason why it was so tough. In this game, we tried to combine two elements, although I might be coming back to this later. Every time we start working on a game for the first time on a new platform, we find it difficult. Therefore, in developing this game on PS3, we have learned a lot of things. How we should create high-quality graphics on that platform, or how we should create an online game on PS3 and so forth. So I think this experience would be very useful for us in the next development for PS3, and I believe that it will also increase the speed of development in the future. And of course, White Knight Chronicles is a solid single-player RPG. That is the premise of the game. But in addition to that, the online mode plays a role in this game because the players who haven't played an online game before can easily get into the online mode within White Knight Chronicles so that they can experience the fun of playing online games. Of course, I know the game Phantasy Star and I have played it several times, but I was not really absorbed in it. So I would say that there's no relation between Phantasy Star and White Knight Chronicles. As you increase the level of the character and achieve quests, then a new quests will be generated for you or for the character. And in those new quests, you may see stronger monsters. So that's the kind of an overall image. Actually, it has an element of online game that develops on an enormous scale. Therefore, the amount of the data or amount of things we need to develop itself was quite huge. And on top of that, the game also has an element of really intense RPG story. Therefore, the amount of things we needed to develop for this RPG element, it was also huge. So it was something like that. We were working on two games at the same time, on the development of two games at the same time. The only things that I can share with you now is just my speculation or kind of a forecast. One, whether or not the game will be launched in the US, yes, it should be. And but the launch date has not been determined yet. And as to the last question, whether or not a player in the US can play with another in Japan in the online mode, it hasn't been decided yet.